Hello there everyone and welcome to a YouTube video. Today we find ourselves at Dubai. I'm going to be taking Emirates Flight 36 from here in Dubai up to Newcastle, which is my home airport, hence the accent. I remember way back in the day when this used to be operated by an A330, so going back in time to like 2012 roughly. Good time to be British, that was. 2012, probably peak Britishness, but anyway. This, like I say, is the A330 by iniBuilds, A330-200. We're continuing on our little Airbus streak after the TriStar, and we're going to see how this feels. Now, the air bridge has been a bit funny, so I'll just see if this connects or if it just panics. No, it's connected. Good. Right, well, we'll hop on board. We'll start boarding we'll start boarding everyone now, eh? Request boarding. So the bags will get on, and the punters will board too. And we'll hop on board and start getting the aircraft ready. We're on APU power, so the IOUs are already aligned. And we're just going to jump down here. Whoa, woo. Oh, actually, sorry, we'll go over to our EFB first, so that I can go to our payload page. Attach the pushback tug now? No.
Do you want to board crew?
Do you want to board the crew? Well, we can board the crew because pilots are already on board. Okay, so I have got up in the background the lovely sim brief. To give us an alternate Manchester, that's pretty sensible actually for once. We'll go for EK. No, not EK, not EJ. And like I say, that's flight 335 was the northbound flight. 330-200, block time of 7 hours 55 minutes. That'll do. Got our route plugged in. Let's just calculate the flight. So it is suggesting 248 passengers. Honestly, this flight, I remember, I did a college course which was based at the airport, and we had to do like a unit on checking passengers in. We've picked up a few extra punters. In fact, I can type in, can't I? Yes, I can. And the luggage trolleys, I felt sorry for the luggage trolleys because of how much was on there. And then we've got 6,200 of the on the bags. And then fuel, 45. Well, 45.1, so I'll take 45.7, so I'll take 47,800. It's a little bit more than planned, but we can deal with that. Load, and we'll just insta pop it into the aircraft. So now our ZFW off the back of that is 143.2. Cool. Let's start doing our flight now. So selected the FMS1, Inish, can click all the messages. Thank you. OMDB / EGNT, good old Newcastle. Zap. Flight number EK35. Cruise flight level. Glad you asked. Initial cruise is flight level 380. (143.2). 0 for your weight, center of gravity. Good question. /25 before. 47. How much fuel did I take in the end? 47,800. So that's now coming up with fuel predictions and all that kind of goodness. Flight plan. Dubai. We'll be departing by red app to 30 left. Read it to Foxtrot. The rudder to foxtrot transition, sure. Okay, no, just insert that. Yeah, that's as brief. And then at rudder we join airway Mike 557. That's going to drop us off at Chumak, which is at the end of Bahrainian airspace. Then airway Lima 602. That's going to drop us off through. That's going to drop us off in Iraq, correction, at Ghazi. Mike 860. So remember, basically it's like telling your car sat nav, this is the road I want to go down, this is the junction I want to turn off. Mike 860 to SEP2. Actually, rocks up. So all of that. So you can see this has saved us a massive amount of time in just keying in 4-letter names. It's so much quicker as a method for entering where we're going. It was back onto a 790 Turkish airspace. I should have just continued. Oh well. Uniform Mike 860. By this point we've stepped to final 400, but that's something I'll sort out myself. I said Uniform Mike 860. Oh, this is fun. Just say direct Nineveh. My god, this scrolling takes for bloody ever. Do I've got the wrong thing in. I'm an idiot. Uniform Mike 860 still. That drops us quite a ways in actually. And that drops us off at Darling. Which is most of the way there now, actually. It's 40 degrees north, 3 degrees east. So that's not that far east now. So it's sort of. That's not right, is it? 40 degrees north, 3 degrees east is just above above Mallorca. No, that's not accurate. Unless I'm going on a very, very circuitous. Sure, circuitous will be the word that we use for that journey. But anyway, it's direct to Adali. Adali. From there, Uniform Lima 852. It's weird because I'm looking at these waypoints going, I've flown past this waypoint, I recognise it, but I don't think I do. No, this is still in Turkish airspace, and that's as far as Negem. Turkey's pretty big though. From Negem, it's we enter the Bulgarian airspace, then it's a bunch of direct twos. So we go and scroll for about a week. So basically, there's quite a few countries who have got rid of specific airways and use a direct-to system. So you basically just enter via one waypoint into the country and exit via another and just straight line it across the middle. It's actually quite sensible and efficient. And Europe started to adopt that in quite a big way, Eastern Europe. Maxov. Then after that it's Caril. And there we go. And now entering Hungarian airspace. It's the route this is putting me on. That's weird. I'm going Hungarian, Slovak, Polish. Huh. After Karel, it's Kenov. Feels very Soviet, this. Soviet at home. No. Back. Okay, I'm just going to skip. What was Lenov, not Kenov? Apologies. Comrade Lenov, Comrade Binka. You know? Feels very that. Wouldn't surprise me if that's what it actually was. Lenov. 49 degrees north, 21 east. Oh, so it was 40 north, 30 east. It's just a weird way it was conveying its information. This makes sense now. Binka. Oh, insert. We've got a long way north here. We're now going through German airspace into Danish airspace. So you go sort of go, ooh, ooh, ooh. Very much sort of S-ing our way across Europe here. Binka, Nedik, Nedik. And Petil. And Petil is entering Scottish airspace, so we're practically done. From there, it's direct Surat. And then I'll just program an arrival when we get near to Surat. So how is this actually running this? Because I didn't look at the map too closely. Okay, so fair enough. So basically, yeah, it is pretty much just an S-turn. So you go sort of curve left over Bahrain, right over Kuwait into Iraq, hang a right towards Turkey, the sort of middle of Turkey, well, avoiding Syria basically. Then we hang back over a left, over the top to avoid Ukraine and Moldova. Hang a left over Turkey, then hang a right, sort of chicane over Romania, Hungary, but we just take the corner of Hungary in, over sort of eastern Slovakia, over Prešov, straight over to the top of Krakow, leaving Polish airspace at Binka, clipping German airspace over the top between Rostock and Stralsund, left hand right over the middle of Denmark, then arcing down into Newcastle. That'll do. Right. I'll do initialization for the to perf, sorry. So we're going to do flap 1 takeoff because we're at Dubai, it's an insanely long airfield. And that'll do. So can I... No, I need to actually get my data from here. We're doing 30 left. Sync. And config. Yep, done. That's fun and games. What we'll do, because we are going to be absolutely fine with this runway, going northbound. But it's just, I think, potentially what's happened is it's not being able to pull the weather through. Because I don't think this is being publicly reported at the moment, owing to the current situation, which is why the sim... 21... Yeah, no, I think it's just set us to neutral, basically. And you just get the weather as you approach. Or, like, once you've verified that you are who you say you are. See, as soon as I've said winds 00, 21 altimeter, it's given me a good little 156, 160, 161. 156, 160, 161. There you have it. Okay, what are we looking like outside? Loaders are done. Right, that means we're ready to go. So, GSX, let's step you up. Prepare for push and departure. Cockpit cruise now ready. And 4.3 degrees up on the trim. Wheel. Can't actually change that. I'll do it once the engines come to life. What the heck? That was a strange experience. Right.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Let's make it happen. Look at that lineup of jets. I do love Dubai. I wish I wasn't illegal here so I could visit. And yes, I am actually illegal in Dubai.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So all the lights just are now set up correctly. Wait for the instruction to take off, park and brake. Can do ignition motor start, flaps, flappies, slappies.
Locking gear.
Left is clear, right is clear. Clear to start engines. So looking at the weather, there's some weather over Saudi Arabia. We might get a little bit of it as we float that coast, and then some over Iraq. But other than that, pretty good little flight. And all that significant weather is basically the places. Oh, there's actually a Sigma in place over level 260 at 380. We'll keep the seatbelt sign on for a while. We'll do nose left facing southeast, please.
Release parking brakes, please.
Hey, firm. Parking brakes released. Starting engine number 2. Just going to double check my nav lights on because it should be automatically. No, it's not. Good job, I checked. And let's keep an eye on our startup sequence here. Yeah, it's starting. It's gonna start me up. Huh. It is starting. So I've got N1 rise and you've got no oil pressure at the moment, which is concerning. I quite like oil pressure if that's possible. Are we pushing me back yet? Or have you broken GSX? Oh, I think it's waiting for the wing walkers to get out. I'll just make sure as well that our ground view here is fully put away, so nothing's getting in the way. Truck's out. Truck's white. Oh my stars. Someone's got to turn the engines off to get out.
Emirates Center, Ethiopian 6-1 tree is at 8,700 climbing flight level tree 60.
Ethiopian 6-1 tree, Emirates Center, QNH 1008. Radar contact, continue.
Right, I'll turn the engine off, go out and try and sort the trucks out. It's saying I've got too many revs on the engines. And I'll just put that back to normal just so it doesn't try to relight the engine, thinking the engine's failed. Waiting for the pressure to drop off. I mean, N1 pressure is 0. Right, I'm probably going to regret this, but because that'll force the trucks out. Please don't tell me it's overwritten the flight plan. No, it hasn't. Oh, how good is that? Just double check. We're still in the same place as we were before. I'm happy to go with it like this. So hopefully we'll be able to push back soon. Just to confirm, well, engine's in crank, but great, TCAS is on. TCAS off. Park brake is off. Okay, GSX decided it's not working today. Yes.
You need to start the engines to request ground services.
Amazing. No, the trucks are still in. This is really upsetting. Yeah. I'm going to do a quick jump cut, guys. I'll be 1 sec. There we go. So I've done some surgery required to the stem, and everything now works. Don't ask me what I did. I'm just going to quickly go through, and you go to you. You go to you. Thank you. Strobes are off. Well, they go to auto for now. And engines are on. Crank goes off. Flaps position 1. Auto brakes armed. TCAS goes off for now. And turn to the right. And I'll just taxi off as soon as we get vaguely lined up here. A350. But yes, so basically what had happened, the trucks got stuck out, and I had to put the aircraft out of, I basically had to put it into back on the ground in APE mode, and then take the trucks out, and then it started moving instantly. Both engines are available. I'm going to clear that error message because I'm fine to go with it. I'll just taxi the aircraft off, please. So I'm even the first time I flew this, I had an issue that the no, stop reversing. Taxi, landing lights off, turn off on, seatbelts, yeah, everything's set up there. You did a good job there, number 2. I'm calling it you number 2 because fuck it, Star Trek. Like I say, it is just incredible how big this airport is. And you get a lot of the early morning departures, so this is basically 0600 UTC. 0600, yeah, we're 7 minutes late departing, but oh well. We've had issues with the aircraft, we'll say that much. And then we'll do basically a left-right here. Look at A350 taxiing some around the joint. My hand got very itchy there. I had to give it a scratch. To give the itch a scratch. Now, our climb-way speed is going to be VT plus 15, so 175 knots. Correction, 180 knots, so it's quite fast. And that's our, we'll say 10,000 for our initial climb point, sure, why not? Auto brakes, max. Wait in the cabin check, but other than that, we are good to go. We're absolutely bombing it across the airfield. Going a bit quick to be fair, but we're 7 minutes late. We're booked to be a 9 hours 55-minute flight though, so we are going to get there early. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, it's a slight wind with a crosswind from the left. It's ever just like tailwind component, but nothing to write home about. We'll hopefully get out behind that orange 737. It looks like it's a Gull aircraft, but if it is, they're a long way from home. So Gull is a Brazilian airline, for those of you not in the know. Is that Sun? No, it's Pegasus, I think. Nah, Turkish. I do like the AI models. It's a really good quality now. It used to be really bad. Yeah, Pegasus. But actually, that looks really good. I love the fact that it casts shadows as well, and it doesn't rip your frames in half.
Skydive Tree 901, Emirates Center, QNH 1008. Radar contact continued.
So it's 1008. Confirm. I'm stopping the turn here, aren't I? I'm also stopping at the whole short line, unlike him. Stopping a little bit beyond it because I don't like stopping on turns. And like I say, the AI is doing worse than I am. Parking brake is set. Let's watch our colleague from another airline land. Oh, he's landing all the way out there. And it's an Emirates. Oh, baby, a triple. There goes Pegasus taking the runway. Like I say, even from this range, that doesn't look bad.
Emirates Center, Skydive 619er is passing 8,700, climbing flight level 360.
And then this is us back in our...
619er, Emirates
You know what? I want the whole short line.
radar contact.
And I'm not going to have to start in a turn. Can taxi forward a bit, get some inertia built up before I do my turn. So flaps take off, which they are now. And takeoff config test complete. So the cabin crew, or the crew manager, whatever their job title is at Emirates, presses a button basically to say when the cabin's prepared for takeoff, and that clears on my ECAM up here. And then I have to do a takeoff config press, and we go. They are, though, shut up. There you go, takeoff ECAM complete, no blue. And I'm going. Before I get shouted at. So I've got my stuff done there. Strobe, landing lights, takeoff. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm set. I'm gonna go. Okay, rolling takeoff. So line up on the runway. Tick. Power. Thrust set. Toga. Let's go. 80 knots cross check. This is really the least scuffed I've managed to depart in, other than my system issues with the aircraft. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Pitch, 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 pitching for it, pitching for it, pitching for it. And there we go. Yeah, we were talking 10 years ago. This was a... No, this was a 777 job even 10 years ago, I think. And... inner acceleration point. Whoa. Okay, we'll go to nav mode, autopilot on, and I'm just gonna, there we go, thrust that. Okay, oh, and I turned my TCAS off, didn't turn it back on, that's what I'd missed. Oh well. It's fine. So we are climbing ahead. We'll just say we can clear straight up to 380, which is our 380, which is our cruise level. There you have it. Farewell Dubai. The famous skyline down there, of course. And then the reclaimed parts of the island. You got the world central, the world. Like there's it's basically an ambitious project that sort of flopped, where they made the world out of islands. So if you look at it from a satellite view, it's the globe, but each of those islands is a private island you can buy. Mental. But anyway, we are climbing away, and that's going to do it for part 1. So in about 9 hours' time, we'll be arriving at Newcastle, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for that arrival. Well, about 8 hours' time. See you later. Bye-bye.